Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and welcome back to my Growing Together Let's Play. And we're starting this one a little bit differently because we're doing a cheeky little Create a Sim makeover. Obviously, in the last part, I tried to get all of my ducks in a row and it didn't work out so well. The game just wanted to throw all the chaos on me, which makes sense now that we have like a 7-sim household, also including in-laws and grandparents. Like, there is a lot going on within this family, but obviously Jude and Leah did actually age up into full-blown adults, and we're gonna kind of be focusing on that over the next few parts. Actually, in this part, Leah herself does enter a cheeky little midlife crisis, so we're gonna kind of dive in deep into that. But it's also winter, so I kind of wanted to give them both makeovers that kind of represented their age. Obviously, I still personally think they are very young, they are very funky, fresh. I absolutely love the way that these two dress. I feel like they're never really gonna dress like the way that people expect them to. However, I did actually cut Jude's hair, which I don't know, I really like it, I have to say. I think it suits him. I just think it's gonna be such a shock to you lot where you're like, he doesn't look like Jude anymore. But I just thought it looked like a little bit more mature, and especially now that he has like 3 like pretty young kids, he doesn't really like care about his hair. So I was like, he's just gonna get it cut into a style that he doesn't really have to do much with. It's kind of like low maintenance. I know his other one was also kind of a bit low maintenance, but I just wanted it shorter, okay? I don't know why I'm trying to defend my choice here, because I think it really suits him personally. I will say, since he's been working out, his body has got like a lot bigger than I initially made it, which is making his head look tiny. He looks like he has such a tiny little pea head. That was a character that I fucking had in my high school years Let's Play. Like, the dad had a really small head and they called him P because of that. Now I just feel like I'm carrying on the cursedness of that towards Jude. But I also wanted to take time in this makeover to kind of just explain where I'm at. I know obviously this hasn't been uploaded in a couple of weeks, and I feel like when I have so many sims and like so many different storylines going on, and obviously with like the introduction and kids and stuff like that, and you never really know how the game's gonna go with them and how like they're gonna play and things. I get more into this more in depth like actually throughout the part, so I don't want to overwhelm you all, but I think I basically want to like take a few days to like play off screen. I want to still tell some storylines that I've kind of had in my head from the beginning, and I feel like I've kind of lost those a little bit along the way because we have so many sims and like kids and stuff like that. Like, there are a lot of things going on in this family. So if this isn't uploaded as frequently maybe as Nightmare Legacy, just know it's because I'm like trying to get my shizzle in order, okay? Just a little disclaimer, but I hope you all enjoyed this cheeky little makeover of them both, and let's get actually into this part, which I have to say is quite a shocking part. Now, this family might have got some cheeky little makeovers, but that doesn't actually stop the midlife crisis rolling in. Yes, you heard it here first. They have been adults for a whole 2 days. Obviously, they were young adults beforehand, but obviously in growing together, we have the option to potentially have midlife crises triggering at any time throughout like their adult lifespan, and Leah's is almost a full-fledged thing. Now, I don't know if this is maybe brought on by the fact that she does have the paranoid trait. I really thought that out of the two of them, Jude would be more likely to actually start with it, because he actually has like quite a lot of fears, I feel like, kind of like roll into it. Honestly, I'm gonna fully hold my hands up and say I'm really excited that midlife crises are actually part of The Sims 4 now, but I will say, because I kind of already, with fears being introduced like before high school years and stuff like that, I actually already kind of used the fear system as a midlife crisis within my game, so it kind of feels a little played out in my game, and this kind of rolls into like I feel like I've kind of lost control of this Let's Play a little bit. Like, obviously some of that comes from like the people that our kids are turning into, and obviously not like like completely being compelled to tell every little story that I was thinking of telling when I actually was planning this Let's Play out. But I figured just in this part, we'd have a nice little chill part, hopefully. I mean, that's what I thought last part was going to be, honestly, and then it turned into mahoosive chaos. But I want to do some like Halloween getting ready preparation and just have like a nice little family day. So I'm actually going to put those in Sage's little inventory because I want him to come down here and actually make some fall crafts, considering it is fall. Midlife crisis alert. There it is. I mean, yeah, right on cue. Right when I said I wanted a non-chaotic, you know, wholesome family part, Leah has hit the breaking point. The stress is all too much and she now has an intense desire to get out and explore the adventurous side of life. On the plus side, Leah's energy will decrease slower during this period. Check the aspiration panel for Leah's midlife crisis desires and complete them to decrease the duration of midlife crisis. Desires are completely optional and are replaced with new ones when completed. So we're actually gonna open up that aspiration panel. Honestly, I literally got rid of like the outdoors thing, so I'm a little bit annoyed that we got like an outdoorsy one because I don't really see Leah as like an outdoorsy sim. Although maybe now that she's reached like level 10 of her career, she's made a servo, which are the two things that she really wanted to do in life, you know? She was fully dedicated to her work. Maybe she is like, you know what, Jude has grown to be quite adventurous. Like, he always was the more adventurous one in the relationship. He's gone to Sulani on like surfing trips and stuff like that. Obviously, Leah's worst nightmare because she is afraid of water, but she actually kind of slightly overcame that fear, obviously, when they went to Sulani together as a family. So maybe this is just the game telling me, you know what, she's like ready to be more open to those kind of things. So maybe we will actually do this. Leah wants to go camping, cozy up to a roaring campfire, roast marshmallows, or enjoy the chilly night, sleeping in a tent or a sleeping bag. Potentially on Halloween, she could have a little camping night with the kiddos. Obviously, Jude did it last time. Work on a steampunk flying majig. What is that? Steampunk flyer majig kit from build mode. A rocket? Girlie wants to build a rocket ship? I mean, she created a servo and was like, hold up, let me just reach for the stars, you know? I mean, technically, once we get rid of our pumpkin patch, we can fit a steampunk in. I mean, I'm kind of here for it. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of like the idea of her being like, I can shoot for the stars now. I can do whatever I want to do. This seems like the opposite of a midlife crisis. I'm gonna be completely honest. She just wants to take everything to the next level, and I support it. You know what? I support women in STEM. Let's focus on the simpler things in life. I am gonna have her come over here. We are going to bake. I want to get some, I think they're technically not classed as baking, from the spooky stuff. We will go for peanut butter cookies. Although I should probably have her maybe prep some ingredients because we can actually prep cookie dough and we actually have it in. So let's do that. She's just over here playing with her dolls. I actually think I also, this is all again kind of to do with like, I want to get this Let's Play like fully back on track. I'm thinking of aging up Rosemary soon. I know it feels like she hasn't been a kid for like that long, but I feel like when it comes to exploring her personality and stuff like that, she's kind of just like acting out now because one, her parents aren't really paying like loads of attention to her because they're like, she's Rosemary, like she's always been independent and stuff like that. However, I am actually gonna have Jude form a group with her. He's still working on his own little fall crafts, so we will harvest some pumpkins with her first. I do want you to parent real quick. We are going to calmly hook it out over making a mess. I kind of want to repair the damage that was done. She's still salty that Jude didn't give her a blessing at the blessing of youth. She's really, really mad about it. So I kind of want to start repairing that. He has the fear of unfulfilled dreams. This is kind of what I was talking about when it came to I thought he would be the one to have the midlife crisis first, because he has fear of fire, fear of being cheated on, and also fear of unfulfilled dreams. So we're gonna talk to her a little bit, and then can you actually come over here and I wish we could kind of like harvest together, but we're gonna harvest all crops, and he's gonna go over here and like maybe harvest this one. Oh wait, I should have had her harvest crop, not harvest all crop, because I obviously want Sage. Oh, he can now gain piano and violin skills. He's a level 10. It is creativity. I kind of wish that he was doing a spooky thing instead of like something. Oh my word, the firework and everything. And she has discovered some information. So she got a little white pumpkin. So I'm actually going to have her come over and hopefully carve. She'd defo do a cat one, I feel. A white cat. He got an orange one. So I'm going to have him. Maybe puking, maybe wicked. I kind of like the ghost though, so let's do an orange ghost pumpkin. And Leah, I'm assuming those prepped ingredients went into your inventory. Did they? Oh, she actually hasn't collected them yet. Go and collect those so you can start making some cookies. I kind of want to get them sorted for when the kiddos go like trick-or-treating. Oh, we can make holiday crafts. There we go. Spooky. I want him to decorate his room a little bit. Oh, my word. It's not even spooky day yet, and we freaking just have a werewolf on the lot. We're actually gonna go give a friendly introduction. Such a Rosemary vibe. She's such an outgoing child to be like, oh, hey. I do actually think when she ages up into a teenager, I might get her into acting classes. Not that I think she has like a want to be an actor. I genuinely just think that she would enjoy it and get a lot out of it. There you go, little buddy. He's done his little spooky crafts. He's gonna go grab something to eat, and then I'm also gonna have him come and harvest these and then carve some pumpkins with Leah. Hers is done, looking very cute. Oh no, Sage doesn't have enough mental skill. Really? I thought that his mental skill was up there. He's only a level 5. So I'm actually going to have Leah come and harvest this for him. He's still going to come over here and like chat with his mum and stuff. And then I'll have them carve the pumpkins together. I really need to start working on his mental skill though, because I do actually want that to be up there. I mean, he's going to be basically my little author, which speaking of, is his journal still hidden away? I'm fairly sure that it is. So sir, can you come and do a classic pumpkin? Yours were green, so you two can both carve a green one. I'm actually gonna have her do a wise old owl. I don't know why, but when my adults tend to carve pumpkins, I don't know if it's like a mod conflict, because I played spooky stuff the other day with like only spooky stuff, but I don't think I actually disabled my mods. It just like didn't work. So I don't know what's been going on with my pumpkin carving, but it's honestly not been the best. He's gonna come over and start giving some tips to him, I think. We'll tell a little funny story. Ask him about school. Where are you off to? She is honestly actually gonna go, and I'm fairly sure Rosemary has mastered the creativity skill. What? The last second I looked, she was literally like a level 8. She's gonna go locate his private journal. She's terrible. She's terrible, and I love her. See what I mean, though? She's mastered everything. Like, she has literally done everything that there is to do as a child in The Sims 4, even with growing together. And to be fair, even with growing together, there wasn't, like, loads of stuff. There's, like, obviously the tree house, which, to be fair, I might actually have her literally steal this journal and then be like, I'm gonna go live out in the tree house because no one will talk to me and no one pays me any attention attention anymore. So she's gonna, yeah, you know what? She's gonna have a little bit of a tantrum. Gonna argue about the curfew, because that gives me the essence of I'm gonna stay out past late and I'm gonna run away to the treehouse and I'm gonna live there. But if I didn't have this argument with you, none of you would have noticed anyway, because no one gives me any attention. Honestly, I feel like we've all done it. I feel like as kids, we all had a mop with like a bag tied on it. She's acting like she's the queen and we're the sorry people. Giving King Curtis energy. Look, I didn't realize that she was reading Jacqueline Wilson books. Honestly, that's probably where a lot of us got our runaway ideas from in the UK. But after she's finished that argument, I'm gonna have her come sit up here and actually read her brother's journal and snoop in it. And then she's also, I wonder if you can hide it, like actually in the treehouse. Who is getting a call? I literally said divorce babes. Not gonna lie, completely stole that Adele comment from one of you lot in the comments of the last part. We were literally talking about divorcing Jerry and it happened. See, I kind of do feel like we have to throw a funeral for him. And I think that's going to be like a lot for Jude. That has really thrown a spanner in the works, honestly. I mean, I don't know how Jude is gonna handle that. He is feeling sad from losing a parent. It's hard to see those closest to us pass away. I mean, I'm now scared for Julie. I really hope, like, honestly, nothing happens to her. I didn't think that this would happen, but I'm kind of feeling like scared that she's gonna pass away soon. Oh my goodness gracious me. But yeah, oh man. Even though we didn't really like talk to him, and I certainly did not like the man, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like this is gonna hit Jude pretty hard because he's never really had that closure, I guess. So you're just like, Mom, what's wrong with Dad? Why is he so upset? He's upset as well. These two have never actually like met Jerry. Like Jude never ever felt comfortable. He was like, no, because one, Jerry is not going to approve of like Sage. I feel like Sage very much has his father's like essence of, you know, he's quite creative. He wants to get into a career which is seen as like a dreamer career. Like no one's going to make it as an author. Why are you like letting him live out this like childhood fantasy? And he didn't want a repeat of what he was going through. So that is honestly the reason why I feel he hasn't let Jerry come like into contact with the grandkids. He was like, Dad, you do not get the power to overtalk, overshadow, and bully my children the way that you bullied me. But yeah, that's a lot of emotion for him to handle. Honestly, I was gonna throw a Halloween party in this part purely because of like the time of year that it is, but that doesn't feel right now. I mean, Thursday we may just like in the next part throw a funeral and then have like a little get together for Halloween. Damn, and we've got to like be there for his mum. We're actually gonna reach out to Julie straight away. Like obviously she was having the conversation literally in the last part 2 days ago that she was thinking of getting a divorce from Jerry. She didn't love him really anymore and she didn't like the person that he was. So I really want to be there. I bet it feels weird to the kids. Like obviously I don't think Leah and Jude would hide that their granddad passed away, but then also how do you explain that to like children who have literally like never met their grandpa, you know? Like they probably haven't spoken with the kids about like grandma getting a divorce because they never even really, oh my god, if I could stop misclicking things, that would be fecking great. Holy smokes. I want to see if it actually comes up with like any thought bubbles about like what he's written about. Police, okay. I mean, Don't know what that has to do with Sage. Maybe this is like all the stories that he's thinking of writing. I can definitely imagine him having like his story ideas in here. You are not gonna leave that there. He's absolutely gonna find it. We're gonna put that in your inventory, and then can you actually go sleep in the enclosure? She's having enrichment time in her enclosure, which is fully just reading her brother's journal, apparently. I don't know why, but this servo is like barely taking care of its needs, like autonomously. Don't know why that's happening, but it is a little bit annoying. Leah, you are currently the only one awake right now, so we're actually gonna go to sleep. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna pretty much... I found it! The little pumpkin is levitating. Oh my goodness gracious me. Get back down here. You're not like Leah. You're not gonna reach for the stars. We're gonna put his, I think, up here. I want to turn this on. Oh my goodness gracious me. This isn't like the spooky light show. I honestly can't even remember. Damn. Okay. Oh, it's going fast. I was like, Breeze the Bunny is shaking its little hips. Honestly, Jerry's passing has definitely thrown this into a place where I kind of wasn't expecting it to. I think we're actually gonna invite Julie for a stay over the next few parts, because I definitely don't want her to be by herself right now. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Basically, just to give you a slight update on how this is going to work with me getting like back into this Let's Play, I think I am gonna obviously still do the part that I want to next, because it's like Halloweeny and it's a little bit still relevant before we get into the whole Christmas theming. I do find it funny how this is like lined up with where we are right now. And then I think we are gonna age Rosemary up, and I think that will get me back into like the storylines that I want to tell and things like that. But I know that a ton of you are also excited to see like the teenager that the kids are gonna become, so I definitely want to keep it moving. Like, I don't want to just be in this kind of like limbo of them being children but also not really having anything to do. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all enjoyed this part, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.